Well, dozens of first responders are now back in Missouri tonight after 2 weeks of helping Central Texas in recovery efforts.
WGEM Missouri Capitol Bureau reporter Hannah Falcon was there to welcome Missouri Task Force One home and ask them about their time in Texas.
Coming home to signs and hugs, but keeping with them memories of Texas in the form of bumper stickers that read Kerr County Strong and green ribbons on hats and lapels.
They were all over. Something terrible happened. We were here to help those families and help those communities and help the state of Texas.
80 Missouri Task Force One members spent 2 weeks searching riverbanks for the hundreds missing since the deadly Kerrville flood. But they didn't search alone.
There's a lot of good-hearted people in Texas.
Billy Wayne Kepford says the team was joined every day by locals who wanted to help.
The immense help from this one was definitely a first for me seeing that. I mean, it was outstanding seeing the amount of help that we had there with us.
Even after a decade of service with the task force, members like Terry Castle are still moved by every mission.
Just to help them get closure in this situation, because we would want the same for our families if it was here.
But he tells me this deployment felt personal in a way others haven't because of all the children involved.
When you have your own grandkids at home, it's a tough deal.
Although this is the end of the mission, for Missouri Task Force One, there are still some people missing in Texas as the community tries to recover from these devastating floods. Reporting in Columbia, I'm Hannah Falcon.